check me out. I feel like this Diddy shit is like getting out of hand because don't get me wrong, he probably did like, you know, some of the shit that they said he did, right? But a lot of this shit is sounding a little bit too far-fetched. Like a little bit too far-fetched. Y'all remember when all that shit happened with Bill Cosby? And how like once one woman came out, it was like 50, 100 women came out. Basically it was like, oh, well, back in like the 60s or whatever, he roofied me. And everybody was just like, wait, something ain't right. I'm kind of getting that feeling from this whole Diddy situation. Like, ever since Cassie came out, right? Everybody's coming out the woodwork like, oh, he made me do this, he made me do that. Even, bro, there's men that was like, oh, yeah, he made me do this, he made me do that. And I'm just like, where was all of this energy, like, beforehand, right? And then another thing that's annoying me about this whole Diddy situation is how now nobody's been to a Diddy party. Like, I feel like there are two different types of Diddy parties. I feel like there was the Diddy parties that everybody went to, you know, like the all-white parties, the parties he used to have in Miami, at the club, the Labor Day parties. Like, Diddy used to have a lot of parties. And then I feel like it was like another type of party, like separate from that Diddy party though. And I just feel like everybody is either like turning their back on him or they don't want to say like, oh yeah, I went to a Diddy party. Like, even when you say, oh, I went to a Diddy party, they automatically assume that you got fucked or you did some wild shit. Like, nah, Diddy threw a party. I went. Shit was lit. Now, I'm pretty sure there was some shit that was going on afterwards, but I wasn't there. That's all people gotta say. Like, every time somebody brings up, oh, did you go to a Diddy party? They're always like, what you mean? I mean, I went to a Diddy party, but not that type of Diddy party. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean that type of Diddy party? Like, people are incriminating themselves, and the shit is getting real spooky. Like I never trust why, like ever since like Michael Jackson, I've always been skeptical of like the first story that they put out. Because remember, it was told that Michael Jackson overdosed. But it later came out that his doctor fucking killed him. Like, and I feel like the reason they killed him was because Sony wanted to do it. Was because of Michael Jackson, he bought the Beatles catalog and he didn't want to give it back. So like that. Same thing with Bill Cosby. He wanted to buy NBC. All this shit started coming out. And with Diddy, what happened was, so apparently he had a partnership or a deal with the company that produced, I think, Ciroc, or it was another company. But they had a falling out, and Diddy wound up suing them. And Diddy got the money, whatever. And so there's this clause in there in this lawsuit, and I was reading up on it, that basically if Diddy comes out, if he gets named in like a federal case or gets convicted or something like that, then they don't have to pay him. They signed that contract, I think, in February, they said, and the feds raided Diddy in March. Coincidence? What they said? I think not! So, I don't know, man. This shit is kind of like iffy. And then, right, like, everybody who was Diddy's friend or whatever, everybody's turning on him. Like everybody is turning on him, which is crazy because like Diddy put a lot of people on. And whether you like him personally, like Diddy's a hit maker. So I don't know. Well, I'm waiting to see how this all plays out because again, like I said, the truth, you know, will come out. The truth will come out. And so when people go to court and there's all these documents and all of these, you know, tapes and stuff like that, we're gonna see. We are going to see because something just ain't right. I can't put my finger on it, but something just don't sit right with me, like with this going on. I don't know, but y'all stay tuned. Shit about to be crazy.